your sales with these three things on the I'm Possible episode. There's myself, Maria Godellis, and the wonderful Mia Elise. So there's two things that not a lot of people talk about when it comes to selling stuff online, whether it's a coaching business, service-based business, or you're a blogger selling stuff, or you're like a physical-based product. So Mia, why don't you expand a bit on these two things, because you are absolutely a sales funnel magician, and we've seen this across the board of our clients, that it's doubled their sales, or at least increased their sales. Let's go there, Mia.
Yeah. So I think in the vein of what we're continuing to talk about, which is the micro offer funnel, everybody has seen those amazing $27 offers out there. There's flooding your newsfeed left and right. And I think somebody actually commented on one of our own ads that was like, they work. I'm buying all of them. So, yeah. And I wanted to comment back, I am too, but they work, and absolutely they work, those $27 offers. And that's typically the micro offer entry into the funnel. And the thing that we want to talk about today is how to actually double your sales with these three things. So the micro offer funnel, if you've been listening to our episodes, it consists of 4 products. The entry offer, which is that amazing $27 offer that everybody's selling and scooping up. And then the 3 things after that, which is the order bump, number 1. And if you remember, the order bump is that little add-on that when somebody goes to buy your $27 offer, they can add on this little, this additional course or product or something. And then the one-time offer upsell on the next page. And then the following page as well is a one-time offer upsell as well. So there's the 3 additional products within this funnel that is actually what is going to help make you money or even help you break even. And if you don't have all of the pieces to the funnel, you can actually end up losing money, because the cost that it takes to get somebody into your funnel might be higher than the price of your entry offer, or like a thereabouts. So for our specific funnel that we're running right now, which is the Micro Offer Magic, into a whole stream of other products that support the Micro Offer Magic, we're seeing about an average cost per purchase of like $46 or something like that. So the cost per purchase is actually higher than the entry point. So Micro Offer Magic is $27. It's like huge, like it's a steal of a deal. But it's costing us about $46 to get somebody in the door. And so we actually make up our money through the order bump, which is $23, and the one-time offer, which is $77, and then the upsell on the next step, which is $147. So if you don't have all of those pieces, you run the risk of not making money through this funnel. And so really we wanted to talk about in this very short episode why it is so important that you get at least an order bump and one upsell, and then the second upsell if you possibly can, because that's really where you start to see like the order value go up over time.
Yeah. And statistically, what we find time and time again, which is fascinating, and that's why you literally can double your sales with this, is that if you just offered one thing for $27, well, the psychology of this, the law of consistency and commitment that Robert Cialdini talks about in his book, Influence, The Art of Persuasion. And one of the things is a customer emotion stays in motion, like one small yes leads to bigger yeses. So by doing this, for us, if we had just only had the $27 offer, then sent everyone to a thank you page, and then an email followed up, maybe trying to sell something, a week later on a masterclass or a webinar or a sales page, we would be leaving a lot of money on the table, because it's sort of like once someone moves their brainwave state from alpha, I'm surfing social media, I see your offer, now I'm going to buy it. We've moved them into a beta state, and they've taken their credit card out or PayPal, whatever. And the minute they said yes, technology nowadays allows you to provide just like a one click. They don't have to re-enter all their stuff. And I think that's what everyone forgets about, that 10 years ago, I didn't have technology that was available today that was so easy to do this now. And I think that's the other thing. They call it the one click upsell for a reason, because we've reduced the barrier to allow someone to buy more from us faster. And I think that's the other thing, is that technology software is allowing us, and you see other people too offering all these low ticket funnels, that's good to do. And Mia, one last thing, and before we end this small episode, I think if we didn't have it, and this should sit in everyone's minds, I would say if we just had, or let's take one of our clients, because I was looking at 1 day revenue from Saturday was like 2,076 or something, because they have all 4 pieces working. If it was just the front piece for $37 in their case, I think when I worked the numbers out, I think that was only about 1,200 of the entire sale. So the order bump and upsell 1 and upsell 2 accounted for the final, like almost $1,000. So that's what
and that's huge. I mean, if you sold, let's say 20 of your front end offer at $37 or $27, and if that's all you ever sold, right? That's like however much money that is times 20. But when you start to add in those extra pieces, like that extra $47 here and that extra $77 there, that adds up to quite a bit of money. And you do that over, 7 days a week and 4 weeks a month, like that money starts to add up. And when you think about, when you start to think about pricing your items, like 37 versus 27, you're looking at, do I need volume or do I want a higher price point, right? So like if you're getting the volume, you can afford to increase your price. If you're not getting the amount of traffic that you want, like for instance, we're thinking about playing with our price points right now because we're not getting the conversions that we want on the step 2 and step 3. So we're going to play with our pricing to see if we could get volume. So a like one-off $77 product is not as valuable to us as, say, consistently selling it at $47. So, but they do add up. So like, I almost look at it as free money, right? Like you paid to get somebody in the front door. And then if they go on to buy your additional things, like that's almost like free money in my mind.
It is. And it doesn't feel like you're overselling because they're strategically placed together, which we teach in microoffermagic.com. If anyone wants to go there, there's our link, microoffermagic.com. And like success leaves clues, like watch how we sell it. But the beautiful thing about this, I want to end it on this note. Please don't feel overwhelmed if you're sitting there going, well, Maria and Mia, oh my goodness, I can't get 4 products done all at once. First of all, they should all be smaller, snackable products. We're not asking you to make a 3-month, $3,000 course. But let's take one of our clients that's producing, 500 to 600 a day passively now in profits. What did they first start with, Mia?
The very first thing they had was the front end and the order bump. So we started out with that and they broke even at that price point. They did not start making money until we added in the first OTO. And they really started to make their money when we added in the second OTO. Yeah.
So on that note, everyone, please know it all starts with one small step moving forward. And all you need to do is focus first on your first front end small product and an order bump before worrying about the other 2. Get the first thing up in motion. So yeah.
Yeah. Before we wrap this up, I want to just share a funnel I went through yesterday.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, please.
And it's an e-commerce one. And I think that a lot of times people don't think that this funnel works for e-commerce. So I want to keep bringing it back to e-commerce because there's a lot of people who sell physical products. So yesterday I saw an ad in my newsfeed for Zenpig books. I don't know if anybody's seen that, but they're children's books. And so I went to go buy the book. And of course I was offered a bundle. And so I thought, what the heck, why not? I'll buy all 3. And then, so I purchased it. And then the next step of that, they offered me 3 more books. And I said, no, thank you to that one. And the next step of that was a membership to their library, their online library for like $6.99 a month or something like that.
Nice.
Yeah. And I was like, when you start to go through these funnels and you realize, I'm in a funnel. But that was a perfect example of a e-commerce funnel using this same methodology. So the bundle of books, I think one book was $12.99, but all 3 was $29.99. And so I thought, well, why not? I'll buy all 3. And then the next step, they offered me 3 more books. So that's an excellent example of how this can work for e-commerce, just offering the next complementary thing.
No, that makes a lot of sense. Cool. All right. Well, thank you, Mia, and everyone thank you for listening to this iMpossible podcast episode. If you happen to be watching this on our Facebook page, please comment below if you had any aha moments from this. I really appreciate it. Or what you want us to cover. What's one thing that you're struggling with right now? And maybe on the next podcast episode, then we'll answer your question. Yeah. Thanks, Mia. Okay. Bye.